Hey there. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 10 worst villain costumes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's do it! Before I get started today, I need to tell you about my awesome sponsor for this video. This Gatorade lid. Look at it. Alright, if there's one thing that I know about Marvel Studios, it's that they have really good costume designers. They have given us some amazing villain designs, and somehow made very silly looking costumes feel believable in the real world. But they have missed the mark on a few occasions and given us some absolute crap. So here is my list of what I believe to be the top 10 worst villain costumes in the MCU. A quick note before I start. I will be mostly looking at the pure visual design of the costume itself, but what character is wearing it will affect their ranking on the list. Let's get into it. So, for number 10, Thanos in Infinity War. So for a while, I didn't even have him on my list. But the more that I looked at it, I couldn't help but at least put him on here, even if it's number 10. It's not a terrible design, it's not like horrendous, but I just feel like they could have done a lot better. This was the first time that we're seeing our heroes go against the Mad Titan in the MCU. He's been built up for years and years behind the scenes, and he looks like a middle-aged dad at a barbecue. This purple alien from the other side of the universe just has a tank top and regular pants and boots on. It has an alien flair to it. He's not literally wearing a tank top. He has the golden thing right here. But I don't know, man. I understand why he's wearing it. He sheds his armor and thinks that he doesn't need it anymore, and that's what he's just wearing underneath. He just looks not intimidating. The only thing that saves him from being higher is the Infinity Gauntlet that he always has on his left hand. That's a really cool flair to it. So for that reason, he's number 10. Could have been done better. He really does look like just a purple Bruce Willis. And you better keep Bruce Willis out of the MCU. Now on to number 9. Mysterio's final costume from Far From Home. Now yes, technically, this wasn't a costume that they put a lot of effort into and tried to design, and it just fell flat. He's supposed to be wearing this. It makes sense for the story. His really cool costume isn't even his actual costume. This is what he actually wears, and I like the functionality of it in the movie, but it just looks really silly. And that's the reason that he's only number 9, is because it's supposed to look like that. Their intent came across on screen. But come on, it's Jake Gyllenhaal in a skin-tight motion capture suit. Kinda stupid. But that's really it for that one. Number 9, not offensive, not horrible, but pretty stupid. Now on to, come on, number 8! Ronin the Accuser. Now I think this guy gets way more hate than he deserves. He has a nice deep voice, a good presence on screen, and he has a couple cool memorable lines in the movie. But once again, they fall into the trap of just, well, he's a villain so his costume has to be all black. They translated this into this. His blue face with the black lines and the black paint down, it's cool, but the rest of his costume was just so flat and underwhelming. He has a little bit of red paint on his chest, but that doesn't save this boring design. For how absolutely colorful and fun Guardians of the Galaxy is, I understand that they had to make the villain kind of darker and not as fun. He doesn't pop off jokes. But for all the colorful visuals in that movie and the great designs, they just could have done a lot better for the main villain. Now it's still not garbage, but it's just not that good. Now let's get into number 7. Ego the Living Planet. Okay, this guy is a celestial. A being that has been around for millions of years, been to thousands of planets, been around thousands of species of aliens and humans and different beings and all over the galaxy. And this is what he wears? He looks like he's from a TV show. He just has like a weird tan jacket on with a scarf blanket around his neck. It's so boring. And I understand that this is just his physical form. He wears this stuff on purpose around people. But come on, man. You couldn't have been more original. All of the talent behind the scenes and that's what they all agreed with? You want to have a crazy cosmic space adventure movie? Give me crazy cosmic designs. Don't give me Kurt Russell dressing up for Comic-Con. It's just, I don't know. Maybe you like this one, but get it away from me. Now, number 6. Korath. It's ugly and boring. On to the next one. Nah, but seriously, the same thing that I said for Ronin applies here. This alien man from another planet with robot implants in his head looks like this. It's a bunch of blacks and a bunch of grays and a bunch of blah and a bunch of boring. The only thing interesting is his white hair and his implants in his head, which are also gray and add no color to him. This one is just so boring and unmemorable, I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore. Let's get on to woohoo, number 5! Loki's Sakaar outfit from Thor Ragnarok. Ugh, this one's just nasty. This one is just, it's wrong, it's weird. Where before, he was loaded with personality on his outfit. With the shoulder guards and his arm guards and the details on his suit. The colors bounce off one another with the green and the gold and the black. And now it's just like a weird greenish blue with yellow. Ugh. I know this is his laid back Sakaar look, but man, it's ugly. Look at that. What color is that? What material is that? Why did they do this? It looks like a costume that a child made. It looks like something you can pick up from a party store. They stripped away all details from it, made the colors worse, and his wig even looks worse. This outfit is doo-doo. The outfit does get better in the final fight when he gets the helmet and he makes it black and green, but this one is crap. Whiplash's final armor in Iron Man 2. This outfit is so bad. It's so reductive. It's so unoriginal. It's so regressive. It is so vile that it makes me want to cry. Now usually, I can understand where they're coming from when they make a character's outfit, but not this one. He is literally the same villain from the other movie, but with Mickey Rourke's face on it. He is a gray block of metal. And this outfit wouldn't be so bad if they didn't literally do the exact same thing the movie before. It is to dumb and disgustingly unoriginal. I gotta move on from this one. Number 3! Malekith's costume from Thor: The Dark World. It's so bad. It is so bad. I understand that he's a dark elf, but they didn't have to literally make him so dark. Look at this guy's design from the comics. This guy has an amazing, colorful design, full of life. The way the red bounces off the black and the blue from the black of the face and the white and the everything. He looks original, and he definitely looks like he's from another planet. Look at this guy. Just look at him. You make me sick. Just more blah, dark blacks and grays and tan and yucky. This is the main villain of your movie. Why is he so boring looking? Now the makeup application on his actual face is good, but it's so boring. They couldn't have added one more color to him. They couldn't have made half of his body a different color than the other one to make it pop. They couldn't do anything but make him look like mud. It's character designs like this that gives Marvel a bad name. But hey, there's still 2 left. So without further ado, number 2. Guy Pearce with tattoos. I'm not even gonna call him the Mandarin or Killian. I'm not gonna give him that. He's Guy Pearce with tattoos. This looks damn silly. The fake Mandarin had a way better design. I don't care what happened in the movie, whatever you think about it, he looks ridiculous. He looks like a little kid who got those fake tattoos that you put warm water on and they stick on you for a couple hours. What is happening? He's glowing with fire with Guy Pearce's handsome face. He has dragon tattoos. He looks so stupid. The whole movie, he's just a guy in a suit who's really smart. He has nothing to do with Chinese or Japanese culture. He doesn't give one hint that he loves that stuff. And when his shirt melts off, he has these 2 giant tattoos, and it's ridiculous. Where did this come from? Is it just because he's the Mandarin and he has to have these tattoos and he has fire coming out of his mouth? He's like a dragon? Oh my god, it's so stupid. This is silly, and you better get it away from me. But it's not the worst one, surprisingly. There is one villain costume that is so bad, so reprehensibly awful. They should never be forgiven for this.
Number 1.
Oh man. Wow, this costume is bad. The Shocker from Spider-Man Homecoming. What do you even say about a costume like this, if you can even call it a costume? He's dressed like a plumber. He's dressed like an electrician. He's dressed like the guy who comes and puts the Wi-Fi box in your house. What is this? They gave him the yellow sleeves to like protect him from the shock of it, but that wasn't good enough. Come on, that just makes him look even dumber. This costume is the definition of a costume that looks like it came from a TV show. It looks like worse than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that show has some stupid costumes. The Shocker has an amazing costume in the comics. It's colorful, it's recognizable, the yellow and the maroon or the red, they bounce off each other. His cool, like, design that goes into his arms like he has padding, it's a great design. This is not. This, in my opinion, is the worst villain outfit in the entire MCU so far, and what can you do but laugh at it? I can't even get as angry at this one because it's so stupid. I cannot believe that they did this. He looks like a mechanic who just took a part of the underside of a car and just stuck it on his arm. Now, is it really the worst costume out of all of them? I don't know. This is just what I think. On a different day, the list might be a little different. Some guys might be higher, some might be lower, but this is what I have. That's the list I made. I want to know what you think. I went through almost every costume and I don't think I missed any, but let me know if I did. And let me know if you like some of these costumes and you think that I'm wrong. Whatever you think, tell me down there. I will have my top 10 best villain costume list in the near future, so I guess get ready for that. And in the meantime,
Hit that subscribe button, smack the button, click on that button.
or not, whatever. And until next time, peace!